Hello everyone and welcome back to Colouring with Kate. Thank you for clicking on the video. So last time we completed the background to this polar bear page, so that's part one. So now I'm going to work on the polar bear and possibly the iceberg it's standing on. So I'm going to do that with Prismacolor pencils. So I'm going to bring it in a little bit. So I hope everybody's okay today. And things are going good. So the Prismacolor pencils I've chosen are the 10% French grey, PC 1068, 20% French grey, which is PC 1069, and then we have the cloud blue, which is PC 1023, and then blue slate, which is PC 1024. Is it 1024? Yeah, it is. And then the white, which is PC 938. Okay, so those are the colours. So I'm going to start off with, I don't know how this is going to turn out at all, but we'll see. So I'm just going to start with the 20% French grey and just very lightly, with light pressure, sort of putting a little bit of the colour on the edges. I'm certainly no expert on colouring white objects, including polar bears. But I just do it according to what I think might work, and if it works it's all good, and if it doesn't then at least I know for next time. So yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well and things are going good. So yeah, in the UK at the moment we just came out of the second national lockdown, although it didn't feel like a lockdown, to be honest. Shopping places, like outdoor shopping places, seemed to be full with cars when we used to go past. So anyway, it's gone back to the tier system. So different places are under different tiers with slightly different restrictions, though apparently less restrictions than there were during the national lockdown. Right, so anyway, so far I'm quite liking how this 20% French grey is looking on this polar bear. So yeah, and a bit under there, so I'm just putting a little bit in. So yeah, I want to do a few Christmas pictures. I just like winter pages as well, you know, with snow, etc. And Johanna's Christmas book is really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to use the 10% French grey. No, actually, shall I use that? No. Let's use give it a bit of a blue tinge, so the blue slate. I haven't actually practiced this or anything, so I don't really know how it's going to come out. But that's me. I don't really, I'm not the sort of person that sort of tries it out beforehand. If it's like, I don't know, if I'm really unsure and it's like a new medium I'm using, then I might do, but otherwise I just try it out. So yeah, this is I'm just adding a little bit of really faintly. I mean, this is really, really light pressure. I don't even know if you can actually see it on the screen. I mean, there's a little bit of blue there, but I don't know if you can see the sort of the blue pigment that I'm putting down, because I'm actually applying it really, really lightly. So yeah, I recently published my November completed pictures. Well, depends on when this video goes out, so this might go out like in the middle of November, so I would have released my completed pages for November some time ago, like 2 weeks ago. But anyway, yeah, I got a lot of people who left comments and said they liked the pictures, and that was really, really encouraging. It's always nice to hear positive feedback. So yeah, that was really nice. So thank you everyone who left a comment, and also anyone who liked, or just your support for coming to watch my video is very much appreciated. I hope I'm not boring you. I might be. Right, so I hope you can see that. I'll just lift it up. Can you see a blue tinge? Because I don't want it to be too, obviously too you know, dark. I want it to be a subtle blue, because just give it a little bit of a blue tinge to white things. So anyway, that's the blue slate. And then now I'm going to use, I think, the 10% French grey, and I'm just going to sort of put that in near to where I've put the little bit of blue in, and also the place where I put in the 20% grey, and bringing that a little bit further into the centre. So yep, just bringing it around there. So yeah, I think that this year has gone very, very quickly. I can't believe it's December. It's been very, very quick. I saw Johanna Basford's free download for the Inky calendar, which was really, really nice of her to provide, with the little mini pictures. I haven't printed it out yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, because there's just so many other pictures I want to do. But it was really nice to provide those pictures for free download. I thought that was really, really nice, just like how she provided the free book during lockdown, which was the Flourish book, and just lovely pictures in there as well. So yeah, and I'm really, really looking forward to Johanna's new book. I really cannot wait until that comes out. I think it's called World of Wonder, something like that, but it's got slightly like different content in terms of the theme of the pictures. So I'm really looking forward to that, and the cover of the book just looks really, really nice. So I really cannot wait until that comes out. Right, okay, so that's that one for 10% French grey. And now I'm going to go in with the cloud blue, which is 1023. Again, really, really light pressure. think polar bears are really cute. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, Johanna's book Worlds of Wonder, which is coming out next year, I really cannot wait until that comes out. And then the other book I'm really looking forward to as well is the Kirby Roseanne's book, which is the Fragile World, I think that's called. I could be wrong, but I think it's called Fragile World. And I think that's coming out in February, so I can't wait for that one either. That's going to be quite a book, I think. Brilliant, can't wait for it. There doesn't seem to be that many books out really at the moment. I think during November and December, there are not really many books to buy that I'm actually particularly interested in. But then next year there's a few books that, like the new mythographic ones, that I will probably be getting. I think there's a mythographic one, can't remember the name, it might have been Frozen Fantasies, which I'm looking forward to coming out next year as well. I think that's coming out in January, which is the right time because it's actually going to be really cold. It's actually really cold right now anyway. There's snow forecast, so I like the snow, but I don't like driving in the snow. Right, okay, so that's that. I think I've added sufficient colour around the, you know, the greys and the really light blues. So now I'm going to use my white, which is quite small as you can see, to just go over particularly the centre. I just merge the colours a bit, so I'm adding medium to hard pressure now, like that. Now I am going to put glitter on top of this, so maybe you might not, you know, this is not, the colours are not gonna seem particularly obvious, but I still think you'll be able to see through it, because the glitter I'm going to put over it is the Clear Ice Comet glitter, which is by Deco Art, and it's quite fine and, you know, not opaque, so I think it's a bit translucent, so you should be able to see some of the colouring underneath. And I didn't just want to leave it like not colour it at all like I did with the background. I didn't actually colour the background, I just put the media on it, the snowflakes and the snowflake confetti and etc. Go. Yeah, I really do like the Prismacolors as well. Really nice pencils. They're quite expensive at the moment on Amazon UK. Probably the most expensive I've ever seen them, because I really did want to buy some as a backup, but they're just too expensive at the moment. So the amount they are in the UK, the amount they charge for the Prismacolors compared to how much they are in the US, it's like there's a massive difference, just so much more expensive here. And sort of a little bit disappointing. Right, so anyway, that's my polar bear, and I'll give you a close-up so you can see it's got a little bit of a blue tinge, and you can see that it's definitely been coloured because you can see the waxy shine on it. So yeah, I think that's alright. It's not, like, it could be better, but I think that'll do. I'm happy with it, so that's okay. So that's the polar bear. Okay, sorry for the wobbling camera. Right, so now we're going to work on the iceberg that the polar bear is stood on. So I'm going to bring it in. Now my idea for this, I'll just move this up a little bit. My idea for this is to use different media for it. So I intend to use some pencil, some texture paste that I've got, some glitter texture paste, my silver Uniball sparkling gel pen, and also to use some stickles and pearl metallic paint. Now I don't, like I always say, I don't know how it's going to come out. It might look rubbish, but I'm just going to try it anyway. So the colours I'm going to use for my Prismacolor are going to be 20% cool grey, which is the PC 1060. Then I have the 30% cool grey, which is PC 1061. The blue slate, which is 1024. The muted turquoise, PC 1088, and then of course the white, which is PC 938. So I'm going to start with, I think I brought you in close enough, or maybe even a little bit closer there. So I think this is part of the iceberg. So I just start with the darkest grey that I've got and put in against the edge a little bit of this colour. Like this. So yeah, that's that there. And then now I think, because I'm going to use different media, I'm only going to put pencil in some of these sections, and then in other sections I'm going to use metallic paint, etc. So I've got, I think I'm going to use some metallic paint, and yeah, I might use 2 different colours of metallic paint, which I haven't fully decided. Maybe, I don't know, some sort of a silver, not sure yet. But anyway, I think I put too much in there and I haven't brought an eraser with me. I should only add a little bit of this at the edges. Yeah, you might have noticed that my setup's changed a little bit, because I used to work on a brown sort of a table before for when I was videoing for YouTube. And so now I've moved upstairs because I've got a better lighting system. Well, the lighting works better. So hopefully that's gives a better view in terms of watching the video. Right, so now I've got the 20% and very, very lightly. So I'm barely touching the paper here. That's why the pencil's quite slanted. So I put the smallest amount of pigment down. I'm now going to get the blue slate. I might not actually use the muted turquoise. I'll see. And again, this is the lightest pressure that I can get. And again, I'm just going slightly over the colours that have already been put down. think I've put too much grey down actually this time, but it doesn't matter. I think it'll still look nice. It might not look as icy as I want to, but we'll see. So yeah, a little bit of blue in these areas. There we go. Right, so now I'm going to get the white. I haven't used, I want to really tone down this, so I'm going to go over the whole thing with the white. Now I am using medium to hard pressure now to sort of merge all those colours together. I think that's, yeah, not too bad. So actually now I think I would describe it as being more like burnishing. There we go. Right, that's not too bad, I suppose. Oh. So there we go. Right, I think that looks okay-ish. A little bit of muted turquoise maybe on the edges. Like this. I really like the softer nature of Prismacolor, like most colourists, and I suppose some artists do as well. They're just really nice. I don't think there is a pencil that is as soft as the Prismas. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do have Pablos as well, and I really do like the Pablos. I think they blend really nice. And of course they're a harder pencil compared to Prismacolor, but I like them for different reasons. I really like how the Pablos lay down and how they blend. So yeah, I didn't used to understand when I first was new to colouring. I used to just think a pencil is a pencil, so there's not much difference from one pencil to another, and I didn't really appreciate that the pencil formulas could be quite different to give you quite different feels when you used them. I understand that now after experience. Right, so there we go. I think that looks reasonably okay. I might add some sort of sparkle on top of there, but I'm not decided yet. It doesn't look too bad. Look, I'm going to mess about with it again. Just keep messing about with it. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some metallic paint, so just bear with me a sec. Okay, so I'm going to colour some of these in here, these sort of parts of the iceberg with metallic paint. So I've got the Coliro Fine Tech paint here. You can see that they've been well used. So I'm going to use the pearl colours. So I've got blue pearl, silver pearl, shining pink and fine lilac. So I'm going to use some of those, and then I've got the brushes, the fine brushes. I've got a 3/0 and a 1. So let's get started with it. So I'm going to start off with the blue, and I put a few drops of water on the palette to sort of activate it. I think with the Coliro paints you do need to do that and leave them for a minute or so before they give you sort of a rich enough colour. So you might not be able to see this particularly well because they are the pearl colours. So in a certain light, you know, when you sort of tilt the book, you can see it. I mean, I might probably put 2 layers on once the initial layer dries. But yeah, that's the blue I've got on there. Might add a bit more of that blue on, say, here. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. Yeah, I think it is. According to my little mini camera screen, it appears to be picking up that blue, so that's good. But when I look at it down on my page from the angle that I'm painting it, I can't really see it. But yeah, the Coliro metallic paints are possibly my favourite paints because of course they're shiny and lovely. Anything shiny is right up my street, definitely. So there's that, and then maybe that's it for that one. So I'm just going to clean off my brush and use another colour. So now I'm going to use a fine lilac. The fine lilac is really, really nice as well. So we will do this big area in the fine lilac. It's a little bit hard to see from where I'm looking at it. You can see a tinge of lilac there, but so yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying their colourings at the moment. It's like probably doing loads and loads of Christmas pictures. I need to get my haul video for the things that I bought during November. I need to do another haul video as well. Right, so that's the down the lilacs, that's one coat. I don't know if you can see it. It is a bit difficult to see being a pearl colour. So now I'm going to just go over this one as well. And I will add another coat once it's dried. So I've got this little section to do yet, so I'll probably do that in maybe see a silver. So this is a silver pearl. I guess that might show up a little bit better. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely. So you can buy these Coliro paints individually, the full pan sizes, because these ones here are the small pans for the 12 set. You can buy them individually from Jackson's Art, so there are a few that I actually want to buy that I'm running low on, because obviously when you get the full pan it's obviously going to last you longer because there's just more paint. But I've had this set for at least I'd say 2 years, and I use them fairly regularly. Right, I think I'm going to add a little bit of that silver on top here as well. There we go. Right, okay. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to add another coat of these paints, and then I shall be back. Okay, so now that is the main parts of the iceberg that you can see that I've coloured. Some of them are in pencil, some of them have got the metallic paint that I put on. And now what I was going to do is add this. I already tried it a little bit before I switched the camera on, but this is called the Cosmic Shimmer Sparkle Texture Paste. And this is Icicle Blue Sparkle, and I really like this. It's just so lovely, and I've ordered a couple more of these because well, it's just lovely. So I'm taking a little bit off with a spatula, and then I'm going to attach it, well, not attach it, place it on this top bit where the polar bear is stood. Now I'm just spreading it a little bit. Now you can apply it, it says, with a brush. So I'm going to try it. I've actually never tried it with a brush before because it is a paste, so it is quite a brush gives you a little bit more control to get into these. It's not too bad attaching it. I don't know why the word attach is in my head at the moment. It's not too bad applying it with a brush. I'm taking my time with it. So best thing I like about the current season is the fact that you can use all this. Well, you can obviously use sparkle any time of the year, but this time of the year even more so. I think it's just so nice using sparkly and glittery stuff. This makes me happy. So yep, just adding it a bit here. So yeah, just to get to the edges, because I really can't get to the edge of place with the spatula, so I really do need to use the brush in order to do this. So it is a texture paste, a bit like paint, so you do need to allow it to dry. You can apply it as thickly off, you know, how thickly you, not that thick definitely, how thickly you want it to be, how thick you want it to be on the page. But I just add a thin layer like that, and I think I'm happy with that. Yep, I think that's fine. Just a little bit there that I need to add in near his toe there. I don't know if it's a toe, but claw, not toe. There we go. Right, that is going to be it, I think. So yeah, that's the Cosmic Shimmer Sparkle Texture Paste, and there are other varieties of it as well. And it will last ages. You get 50 mils in it, but it will last ages. So I got that from Amazon. So if you look on Amazon, you'll be able to see the ones that are available. Right, so that's that. Now what I wanted to do now is go back to the polar bear, and I said that I wanted to add in some ultra fine glitter paint on top. So this is the ice crystal, so I'm going to give it a good shake, and then use my palette to pour some on, and then apply it. So here we are, pop some in there, that should be enough, and then start applying it to my polar bear so that he has a lovely sparkle. So yeah, I've used like the most sparkle that I could ever use on this page. So I've gone a bit mad with my sparkly stuff. So yeah, you can actually see the colour underneath as well, because this is a very subtle sort of paint, you know, gives a lovely glittery effect. I hope you can see it on the camera. So there we go. And then this, I'm going to try to colour the presents. Right, I have not really thought about what I'm going to do with them. I think I'm going to use pencil. So I'll probably use pencil. I don't know if I'm going to use Prismacolor pencils or other types, but I will use some pencil, and then possibly gel pens and glitter gel pens and things will have to come in there somewhere. So yeah, my picture can't be complete without having gel pens in there, I think. So yeah, I may use gel pens and pencil for the actual presents. I think I took too much paint out actually, but it doesn't matter. I could use it elsewhere, I suppose. There we go. Right, that looks quite nice. I am going to add some of this, I think, to this, you know, where I put the pencil, because I think it will look nice with a bit of glitter there as well. Because ice does have that sort of sparkly effect, so why not? Add some in there. So yeah, do let us know in the comments below what, like for example in the UK they said that they're going to, I think it's between the 23rd and the 27th, they're going to allow 5 days where families can get together. That is 3 households can get together indoors. Well, that would obviously vary a lot with how many people that would be, because different households can have lots of different numbers in their own household. But yeah, what is it? What are the setup in other places? It's just interesting to hear what's going on elsewhere as well. But yeah, that's what the plan is apparently. But I am looking forward to the Christmas holidays. It's always nice to be at home and just like relax. Right, I think I'm liking that. I have got a bit more paint here, so I might just put another layer on. You might think I've totally overdone it with the glitter, and I might have totally overdone it with the glitter, but as long as it looks nice in the end, I will be pleased with it. And you know, I'm just looking for a lovely end to it. Right, so that's that. Now the other thing that I was thinking of doing in this session or in this part, because I think the final part can be the presents, where I can add gel pens and a bit of pencil to these presents. I could actually do this water now, so I could do that with metallic, the water at the bottom with metallic paint. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so now in this final segment I'm going to use the Midnight Blue Clearo paint. I'm going to apply it here, and then I might go over it with my Glamour Dust, the ice, I don't know if you can see it in that well there, the ice crystal over it when it dries. So I've let the paint activate, and I'm just going to hopefully apply that to that now. I hope this comes out well. Best thing I like, is not best thing, but one of the things I like about this book is that it's single-sided as well, which is always a bonus with any book, colouring book, to be single-sided. I might actually need a bit more water on here, because I think I'm going to be using a lot. So yeah, I've hardly used this colour actually. I'm not going up at the tops yet, because I think I need a finer brush. The brush I've got now is a size 3, and I think it's too big to allow me to, you know, go into the fine areas. So yeah, I bought these brushes as well quite a while ago, and they've been good. They've been a good investment, I would say, in terms of using them, because there is a lot of there are a lot of fine spaces in books, colouring books. So you definitely, if you're going to use paints, you definitely need some fine paints, I think. I'm definitely going to give this another coat as well, I think, so when it dries. So I'm going to leave this right there, and I'm going to get a finer brush. I think this one's alright. Really try to concentrate now, because I don't want to go wrong. So yeah, do let me know in the comments below. So I'm just adding some more water. Do let me know what you are colouring, or what you're intending to colour this month in December, because I would really like to know. I'm a bit nosy like that, but it's really interesting to you know, share what you're colouring. Like, I have a few pictures chosen that I would like to colour. I just wish I could just get through more of them, you know, every month, but sometimes it's just not possible. Yeah, because we have to deal with life. So yeah, I think that's looking alright actually. There, maybe up here a little bit. There are a few colour alongs with the advent calendars that Johanna Basford's got. I think Lucy Just Adds Colour is doing one. I think Shell from Shell Art is doing one as well. They both look really nice. I watched them. then a bit more water again. I think I'm using a lot of paint here, but that's fine. So what I'll do is just finish this off, and then I'll probably let it dry and then add another coat so that it's, you know, as opaque as can be, and then come back. So yeah, okay, so this is the end of part 2, and this is where I've got up to. So I have done the main body of the polar bear with the pencil underneath. I don't know if you can tell the colour. Guess you can't tell that much, but there is a bit of pencil shading on it, and then the glamour dust on top, and then I've got the metallic paints and the cosmic shimmer paste as well on the iceberg. So yeah, very glittery, and then the metallic paint for the water. So yes, that's basically where we are up to at the moment, and you can see that it is highly shimmery and sparkly. So next time, in the final part, I'm hoping I'm going to colour the remaining parts. So the presents, probably use pencils, gel pens, glaze pens, I don't know what else, I'm sure I'll come up with something else. And then these few presents here, and there's a little tiny little bird there as well, and then also the scarf. Might use some fine liners on there. So yeah, that ends basically part 2, and hopefully I'll see you in the final part next time. So thanks so much for watching, and take care until next time. Bye.